So, yo, uh, I wanted to do a little short video today. And what I mean by can I address this issue is I'm talking about the church. We have a lot of churches out here that are straight up faking the funk. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like today, uh, as you guys know, I pass out flyers telling the goodness of Jesus. I talk to people. Basically, I do what Jesus did. I preach the word and everything. I'm not in the church. And so I gave two of them to two people out of church. They're supposed to be a deacon and a pastor. And deacon and the pastor was like, "What church you go to?" I said, "I don't go to church." And they started to chuckle a little bit. And the other one was like, there was another one that came out, and he was like, "Well, where'd you get these from?" And I said, "I get them from YouTube. There's other people I established with that preach the word of God. They do their thing, and I do my thing out here." And they started to laugh. They were like, "Oh, so you pull these off of YouTube?" They started like to chuckle, I guess you could say. You pull these off of YouTube?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And then they sat there, and one of them was like, "Well, it's something." If we're gonna have that type of arrogance in the church, there's a problem. There's a real big problem. We're making people leaders that are arrogant, they're smart mouth, that are rude. Like, God's not like that. If you're gonna be in the church and you're a pastor, a deacon, uh, a bishop, and anything within that, somewhere where people really look at you, you have to be basically exactly, no, not basically, you have to be just like how Jesus said to be, which is loving, caring, kind, courteous, all that. You're supposed to be all that. You're not supposed to be belligerent or arrogant or anything like that. That's why people don't go to church now, because there's too many people shutting them down, but yet they have the nerve on their sign at the church I was at. I didn't go to church today because today's the first day of the week. The Sabbath day is what you're supposed to keep holy, which is Saturday. But they had the nerve to have on their the sign for their church. We welcome all. Well, obviously you don't. You don't welcome all because you have to be smart mouth and everything like that. You have to be arrogant. You have to be belligerent. And this is not even the first time I've came in contact with that type of hostility or anything like that. And I'm like, that's what's wrong with the world now. Like, that's why people could pick on people who serve God so much because we're not united. We're supposed to be united. We're supposed to be brothers and sisters. We're supposed to be family. And we're not even family because you're against me because of, I don't know, I came to your church with dirty clothes on after I got off of work. Or if I was a homeless man, I came to your church not cleaned up, not with the clean clothes and all that. You quick to judge me and say, "Oh, sit in the back." Why can't I sit in the middle row? Why can't I sit in the front row? That's what's wrong with the church now. They say they welcome all, but that's not really what they mean. What they really mean is we welcome you and your money. Because technically all churches are nowadays are just politicians with the title pastor. And they raise money. And they tell you if you don't pay tithes or offering, you'll go to hell. Which is not true. Because Jesus was questioning about that. There was a man that sat there and said, "Caesar said that we should pay taxes. What do you think?" And Jesus sat there and said, "Who's on the coin?" And they said, "Caesar." He said, "Okay, so give to Caesar what is Caesar's and give to God's what is God's." If you can't take your money, your houses, your cars, your clothes, all that with you when you die, what makes you think that he wants it now? He don't want that. He doesn't want material things. He wants your time. He wants a relationship with you. He wants things that are not material. Your time, your patience, your love, all that. That's offering. Okay? Keeping the Sabbath day holy, that's offering. Preaching his word, all that, that's offering. And And for people to sit there and say, sorry, I got timed out with my connection or whatever. But for people to sit there and say, if you're going to pay offering, you're going to go to hell or something like that. Or, oh, when you get a chance, pay offering so that you can look good in the eyes of the Lord. That's the most, I'm going to call it what it is, demonic thing I've ever heard. Okay, that's not, no, you're making God seem like he has to have some type of profit to save your soul. That's not true in any way. Anyway, you're making God seem like he's not about any of that. So I just wanted to address that issue. There's a lot of people out here that are faking the funk, that say they're Christians when they're really not. That money that they raise in church, they're supposed to be using it to help the homeless. They're supposed to be helping needy families. They're supposed to be doing a lot for the public, for the community, and they're not even doing it. They're quick to judge, and they're quick to sit there and say, put $1 or $2 in our offering box and you'll be saved. Or, ooh, I'm gonna touch you. Okay, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, you're saved. Now put $1 in our bucket. No, that's not it. That's not how church works. I need to address that issue. That's very annoying, and that's a false prophet. That's false teaching, and God speaks about that. I rebuke all of you that do that. I rebuke you all. And when you sit there and you go to God for forgiveness, then I will forgive you, because that's what the Lord says to do. I rebuke all of you that do that. That is not of the Lord. See ya.